everybody, my name is Christopher Krull and today I have for you my ultimate review of the 2012 4K Blu-ray. If you are interested into it, let's start! Last week to my home arrived 115 Blu-rays. I'm right now upgrading my Blu-ray 4K Steelbook 3D collection, and one of the normal Blu-rays was the 4K pre-order, which was 2012 movie. And I am very glad today I can share with you my impressions about this movie, some details about it. Because what is this movie? You know, this movie comes from the year 2009. It had a budget of $200 million, so quite big one. It's distributed by the Sony Pictures Home Entertainment. It is directed by Roland Emmerich. You know, to be honest with you, I never heard the name of this guy before. Maybe I heard, but I never memorized it. But I should know it, because this guy did Stargate, The Day After Tomorrow, Independent Days, Godzilla, and Midway, this one, the Midway. So he is making awesome movies, you know, about disasters and about big bangs. I love it. Funny thing about this movie, you know, before we start the review itself, I want to share with you, which I found on Wikipedia, that when this movie was published, it was completely banned in North Korea, because it was some 100-year anniversary of some King John Pung Pung Pung, and they did not want some negative or disastrous movie, you know, to be distributed, and several people were imprisoned, they're arrested for possessing this movie or watching this movie, you know, so watch out. If you are in North Korea, don't buy it, you will go to jail. So coming to the movie itself, because I will leave the picture and video to the end, okay? I will leave it to the end, the best to the end. But before that, I will just tell you what is this, you know. Unfortunately, it's not a steelbook. I did not see a steelbook yet. I love steelbooks, you know, I have a lot of them. Tenet, you know, my favorite movie in the last weeks. But it's quite nice Blu-ray. Inside I see, you know, there is 4K and normal Blu-ray. It has some special features. So it's nothing, you know, revolutionary. It look okay. It's just decent, you know. Let's say it's normal. About the technical parts, the resolution is upscaled 4K. We will come back to that. The movie itself have more than 2.5 hours, because it have 158 minutes of the total ride through hell. So this movie, like the plot-wise, about the plot, it's one of the best movies I have ever seen. It's not the movie like, you know, like Tenet, like we are expecting something revolutionary that will blow our mind, and then you cannot sleep at night because you are thinking about this movie. It's just movie that you just click, you know, you just play on your remote, and for 2.5 hours you can forget about the world. Just enjoy your home theater. Just enjoy your home theater. So this is what they, you know, deliver. They deliver fun for the whole 2.5 hours, more than 2.5 hours. This edition of the movie is 4K, it's in HDR also, and of course it has the Dolby Atmos, and the aspect ratio is 240 to 1. So you will have these black bars in the top and bottom. Unfortunately, this is the movie should be, you know, full in the full 16:9 format. This should take all your screen or your TV or your projection screen, but unfortunately not. I don't know why they are making these black bars. I don't like it, you know. I hope in the future more movies will be in the full screen. So coming to the things that are interesting, okay? Coming to the things that are interesting. Let's start with the video. We will leave the sound to the end, okay? Because I put some clickbait title. Is this one of the best Atmos movies? You will find out soon. But before you do, please click like on this video. If you like my reviews, if you like my channel, click like. It will help to develop the channel. This is how algorithm work of the YouTube. If you click a lot of hands, you know, thumbs up, then it will show to more people these videos. Also, if you did not do it yet, please subscribe. I will put here the reviews of the equipment, projectors, sound, movies, everything connected to the home theater. It's my passion for more than 20 years. So I want to share with you my knowledge, my impressions. So if you want more videos like this, please subscribe. You will be happy with that. And I will be happy more. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers as fast as possible. So, coming back to the movie. It is called here 4K Ultra HD. I would call it, about the video in this movie, I would call it upscaled HD. it should be here upscaled HD without the 4K. Because actually about the resolution, I did not feel that it is really a 4K movie. I did not feel it. You know, there's many movies like this. You know, why they make it? Why I call it upscaled to 2K, upscaled HD? Because most of the movies, especially the ones that have a lot of special effects, they are maybe shot with the, you know, big frames. You have very good resolution on the 35mm or bigger cameras, you know, IMAX cameras, whatever. But then, when they are adding all these special effects, they are doing it only in HD. Why? Because they have shitty computers in there in Hollywood. Really, this is the reason. This is the reason we don't have real 4K movies yet. Okay, we have some. Like this. This is Lucy. Lucy is the reason why you buy your 4K TV. Really, this is the reason why you buy your 4K TV. This one is one of the best movies, you know, about the picture-wise I have ever seen. When you see Morgan Freeman, each of his, you know, freckles of the face, it's so much detail. Each of his, you know, grayish, white, blackish hair, it's so much, you know, distinctive. The face of the Scarlett Johansson is just amazing. You know, this is the reason why you buy 4K. This is also the reason why you buy 4K, but we'll get to that. So about the picture quality, it's decent, it's okay. I cannot complain about it a lot, but it's not like true 4K. You can see, you know, it's not like razor sharp. Or I have 165 inches screen, you know, with my cinema. So it's not the one, you know, that it cannot be compared to Lucy. But it's decent, it's good, you know, they did their best. And they are making, like I told you, they are making this, it's called 2K intermediate. So they shoot the movie very big, then they edit it in HD, and then they upscale it again to 4K, which of course is not, you know, so much working. They lose a lot of information because they don't have enough computers. I don't know how it works, you know now have consoles, PlayStation 5, you have 8K console, blah, 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 and they can make all this, all this amazing pictures in it, all these amazing games and everything that look really, really spectacular. But with the movies, with Hollywood, with budget of 200 millions, they cannot make the proper 4K, you know, editing. I don't know why. Maybe we are not yet there. Let's wait for the future until we have better computers. But so about the resolution, please don't be angry at this movie. They did their best. All the movies, actually, if you take almost all the movies with big special effects, CGI and things like this, they will be mostly like normal HD, a little bit upscaled. So sometimes you will see that this is better than HD, but most of the time, let's say, it's not so spectacular. But why you buy the 4K disc? Why I buy 4K discs? In my collection right now, I have almost 1,000 movies. And a lot of movies in 4K are upscaled like this. A lot of movies are just shot crappy, you know, so they will be always crappy when they can get 1 million K and it will still look bad. Now, this movie looks good, it looks decent. It's not the 4K like Lucy, but it's okay, yeah? And you buy the 4K disc to have the better resolution, which not always happens, really. Sometimes even normal Blu-ray is better than the 4K. Sometimes I have seen the movies like this, but you buy for the resolution, you buy for HDR, and for the better sound. So either Atmos track or DTS-X. Auro? Did you ever see a disc with Auro? I have 1,000 discs. None of them are in Auro 3D. I don't know who invented it, but it's not an active format, let's say. So you get either DTS-X or Dolby Atmos in most of the discs. So this is why I buy them, you know, why I pay more for them. Some people, you know, complain, I have seen in States, oh, the physical media is so expensive. You know how much I pay for movies like this in Thailand, in here? $60 is normal. If I want the steelbook, sometimes it's $70, $70. If I order the movies from abroad, shipping, customs, blah, 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 it's very expensive in here, you know, so if you can buy $10, $20, $30 per movie, it's really like a steal. Here we have to pay a lot of more. So these three things usually, to get 4K, to get the Atmos or DTS-X, and to get the HDR. And in this movie, resolution, let's say it's not probably, I did not have the, oh, shit, I have. I have the HD movie, but I did not even touch it. If I have 4K, I don't look at the normal Blu-rays, why I should do it. But probably it will be, you know, picture-wise, resolution-wise, it will be similar. But here you get HDR, and this thing really you can see. You can see I made some screenshots from the movie, not screenshots, let's say, but pictures with my iPhone, so I can show you the colors at least. But the colors with HDR are great, I did not notice any spectacular, black details, light details. I did not focus so much, but the colors just, pop. It's like the colors that you have in this movie, for example. It was similar for me to Midway. All the, when things blow, the red and yellow color, it just hits you in the face, like in Transformers or something like this. So HDR is great, and I think it's only it can be picture-wise, it can be the reason to buy the 4K, okay? Next thing, what I noticed about this movie, it was something disturbing. Something disturbing. Because I started to watch it, and I had to check about 10 times all the settings on my 4K Blu-ray player, on my projector, on my Yamaha Aventage, the AVR. I was checking all the video pictures because I felt like it's a soap opera effect. I watched this movie before, I did not notice. I don't know if it's only on 4K on Blu-ray. I did not check it, sorry. But I checked like 10 times, every setting. If I don't have some frames upscaling, I checked it's 24 frames per second. Everywhere, on my Blu-ray, on my projector, on my AVR, so it's impossible to have 60 frames, to have, the soap opera effect which you can see in Hobbit, or which you can see in the Gemini Man, yes, these movies, or in a lot of TV shows, that they put, or TVs that are upscaling it. I hate it, the soap opera effect, so I was disturbed, let's say, first 10-15 minutes, because I felt like this. I don't think it was connected here to frames per second, because it was limited by all the devices. It could not just suddenly come with 60 frames. I think it was something with the motion, when people are moving. It's also in Hollywood, they have some special blur connected into it, which makes a film effect. I don't know. Please share in the comments what you think about it. Maybe not even in this movie, but I think what makes the movie a movie, it's one thing is the lower frame rate. If you put higher, it will have a soap opera, from Spain, Alejandro. You will have the effect like this, or the motion, when people are moving. It's just, this movie is very smooth. It's not a bad thing. Actually, it's better than normal. Yeah, it's better than normal, but it a little bit. I needed 10, maybe 20 even minutes to just get accustomed to it and to get into movie. Normally, I felt like it's too much realistic. Okay, I don't know if you know what I mean. Please write in the comments if you know what I mean, and that if the movie is too realistic, it's not film-wise, you don't feel immersed into it. So it took me 10-20 minutes to do it. But after that, it was really good, Like I say, the picture is good. I cannot complain about it. This soap opera effect is a little bit, but it's not really. It's something between. I don't know. I have to. It's the first movie I noticed it, actually, in my whole collection. So I have to think about it. I have to really watch into it more. Or maybe you have some ideas why it feels like this. But it's just, like I say, it looks better than it should. So maybe we just have to get accustomed to it. They just did to good editing. So this is about the video. So for me, if I can give the points, normally I would give 5 in the 10-point scale. I will give 5-6 points, but for the HDR, I give definitely 7, and also 7 because it's good. You watch it and you don't complain. Like I say, it's not razor sharp when you see all these, disasters and things happening. It's not super detailed or something like this, but you watch it, you enjoy it. It's okay. I cannot complain about it. It's okay. Okay? So let's give it 7 points, especially for the HDR, for the colors. Amazing. Very nice colors. I love it. For the movie, I also give 10. I love the movies like this, so for me it's Day After Tomorrow or Independence Day from the same guy. So I like his movies really much. The plot is nice. Like I say, it's not a movie, to be some revolutionary thinking like Matrix or Tenet or something like this, but it's the just movie, you play it and you enjoy. You have fun. 2.5 hours guaranteed, and let's get to the best part, okay? Let's get to the best part, which is sound. It's the Dolby Atmos, okay? I have here, I don't know if you will get this version, because this is for Thailand. I feel I see 10 audio track. I can have it in Thai, Spanish, Portuguese, Turkish, Japanese, Polish. Oh yeah, the polski język. Wspaniale. So we have the Polish also, and Arabic, Chinese, simplified Chinese traditional subtitles, Greek, Korean, Japanese, multi language version. From what I have seen, I think it's 100 gigabytes Blu-ray. Yeah, the movie is so long and they have so many tracks, probably it's 100 gigabytes. So it's quite decent. But let's get to the sound, okay? The sound, the Dolby Atmos in this one. Is it the movie that will compare with the best sounding movies ever? Yes. Yes. This movie sound, it just blows your head off. It blows your head off. It's so great. I did not expect from this movie, really, because I have seen some movies, you know, older movies, let's say. It's not like movies from 1-2 years ago. I have seen some older movies, you know, which they make in Atmos, and rarely I was impressed. It was not always impressed. You know, mostly the new movies, they know how to do it. The older ones, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But this one in Atmos is just stellar. It's great. It's awesome. It's the movie that you want to have in your collection. The bass. Let's talk about the bass for all of you bass heads. My SVS subwoofer was just having so much workout. I have to give him, you know, bring him water, change the towels for him, you know, after the training, order some massage for him because he was working so hard, you know. I felt when the movie started, you know, that's why I was not so much angry with this picture effect, because from the beginning, you know, I had the feeling I'm watching this one. You know, Tenet. Tenet is like all the time, you know. You have, how long is this movie? I don't even know, you know, when you watch it, you forget the time. But this movie is just, you know, the whole bass. I think you can burn your subwoofer amplifier with Tenet, but this one is, you know, it was somehow similar for me. It was so great. It was not too much. It was not the bass that is just all the time, but it was bass that is changing, you know, that is interesting, that hits in the proper place, that when it's the music, you don't feel, sometimes, you know, you can put your subwoofer levels up, and but then the music, for example, it will be all boomy and too much. You will just feel the bass is just annoying you after some time. But this one hits in the proper moments, and when it hits you so nice in the face. You know. I have my subwoofer just behind my seat in the near field positions. You know, so I get the massage, whole body massage for free. Let's say not for free. I have to pay $60-70 for it, but it's great. It's great. The bass is amazing, but the Atmos is so much good. You know, it also in many moments, there is a movie that all of you probably have seen. If not, go out, don't watch this channel, not for you. This one, yeah, Ready Player One, nice steelbook. And the Ready Player One, it's one of the best Dolby Atmos demos, yes? That you can see what is Dolby Atmos. I think you know. If you don't know, it's basically like another level of sound. Before we had all this Dolby Digital and formats like this, but Dolby Atmos is the object-based sound, yes? So instead of just putting the sound in each speaker, they are taking some object and making like the processor is seeing it as an object, you know, flying all around you, and then it have to count to put it in the proper speakers. So in the Ready Player One, you could see it like very different from another movies, yes? In Ready Player One, it's like you can really feel like things flying around you, and you can feel like this is the object that is around you. It's not always happen. But in this movie, you also get this feeling. And a lot, you know, because just look at the cover, you know what's happening. The whole world is destroyed. So you can feel it a lot. Like the object sound. Demo material, and for 2.5 hours mostly, it's the demo material. It's great. Okay, so bass is great, Atmos is great. All the overhead channels I have in my setup is 7.1.4. So I have 7 channels on the floor, you know, 3 big JTR towers in the front, then 4 smaller speakers in the back, and then 4 on the ceiling. All of them are active. This is great. Some movies, you know, they make Dolby Atmos, but you can hear shit in the top, you know, on the ceiling maybe. I've seen some, Shane on the Spire Change made some interview with the German guy, and he also said like in some movies, if you take all the Atmos track, it will be like 2 minutes for 2 hours movie, yeah, only in the overhead speakers. The rest of the time they are just silent. But here they are active all the time, and they are used very well, so you can feel these things flying around you. It's great. Dialogue, crystal clear, great dialogue. You know, you will hear the voices. They did really good. Some movies have really crappy dialogue. You can hear the compression, the crappy microphone, even there's some noise, you know, when they are speaking. But here, very good dialogue. Love it. So for the sound, How many points I can give in the 10 scale? Will it join my Hall of Fame of the movies that I think they have the best sound, which is of course Ready Player One, Joker, nice, also beautiful steelbook, edition. Joker, Mad Max, Fury Road, Dunkirk, which is not Atmos, but still the sound is so good that it can join my Hall of Fame. Mission Impossible Fallout. Very nice edition. Midway, Ford versus Ferrari. Tenet. Lucy's picture and sound is great, so it just kicks, one of the best editions ever. And of course, Godzilla, the king of Atmos and bass. This very nice edition. They get 4K and 3D and normal Blu-ray in one box. Love it. They should do always like this. Blu-ray I don't need, but 4K and 3D just put in one box. I don't need to buy two editions. So will it join all this? Let's say this stack, here, stack of the movies. My precious. Will it join? Definitely yes. 2012 is joining the best sounding movies in my collection. So I give it 10 points. 10 points, like easy 10 points. It gets easy 10 points, and I recommend it to you to get it if you like the physical media as I love, If you have the 4K TV with HDR, or you have Atmos at home or some 3D another system, or you have both, so you have both 4K and Atmos and HDR. This movie is really great. It's great. If it had the picture, like Lucy or some of the like Ford Ferrari or something, like real 4K or Midway or something like this, if it had the picture like this, it would be one of the best movies ever. Let's say only I can complain about the resolution. There's a little bit soap opera effect. The rest is the stellar. But still, the sound is so good, you want to watch it. And you will watch it multiple times. And when your friends come, you will show them this movie and demo your sound system. But really, take care about your subwoofer. It can blow from this so much bass in it. So, thank you for watching. I hope you liked this review. I try to give you my honest 100%, feelings about this movie. I'm not some professional reviewer, or something, but you can just know. If I like the movie, I will share with you. You will see it on the channel. So see you next time. Have a happy new year, because we did not have a movie yet in the new year. So have a happy new year and see you next time. Bye bye. Have an amazing day.